What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Sports Talk with Justin. Today, I'm going to be giving you my NFL Honors 2026 awards predictions. So, if it were up to me, this is who would win MVP, Coach of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, stuff like that. First, we're going to look at what we said before the season, and then we're going to look at, obviously, what I would say now. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please subscribe. Check out our TikTok, Twitch, Twitter at Sports Talk with Justin. Comment down below who you think's going to be MVP, and let's get right into it. So looking at my video back in, I believe this was August, I have the script for the 2025 NFL season. I had Christian McCaffrey as Comeback Player of the Year. I had Dave Canales as Coach of the Year. Let's see here. Just got to skip around a bit. Protector of the Year, I had Deion Dawkins from the Buffalo Bills. Defensive Rookie of the Year, I believe I had Malachi Starks. I could be wrong, just want to make sure. Yep, we had Malachi Starks as Defensive Rookie of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we had Teteroa McMillan. And then Defensive Player of the Year, we had Max Crosby. Went with kind of an underdog pick there. Not really an underdog. Still a very good player, obviously. Offensive Player of the Year, we obviously went with Jahmyr Gibbs. And then MVP, I went with Joe Burrow. So some of those are pretty accurate. Some of them obviously aren't. We're going to go with right now who I think deserves all these awards. All right, so Sports Talk with Justin, official NFL 2026 awards. We're going to go from bottom to the top. Coach of the Year. I had a lot of candidates here, a lot of valid reasoning for people here. Couple people that I thought of the candidates. Ben Johnson with the Chicago Bears. Year one, changing the culture right away. Won their division, NFC North, which is a very tough division to win with the Lions, Packers, and Vikings. Another coach I had was Kyle Shanahan. I know he has a good team on paper, but that team has dealt with more injuries than anybody this year. And yet they're still a very good team. They were, close to winning their division. They're obviously in the playoffs. They're a very good team. Kyle Shanahan's done an excellent job coaching the 49ers this year. And then another coach I had, Mike Vrabel with the New England Patriots. Changed the culture right away. Drake May, obviously MVP candidate. Very good season for them. Another candidate, Mike Macdonald from the Seattle Seahawks. This year, not many people expected them to be a playoff team, maybe sneak in, but nobody expected them to win that division and have 13, 14 wins like they are, and the number one seed in the NFC. And then, coaches like Sean McVay, very good roster under the year, did a very good job. So those are probably the main. Oh, Liam Cohen, how could I forget him? Liam Cohen from Jacksonville. Same boat as Ben Johnson. First year, changed the culture. Very good. Won their division. The official coach of the year that I'm going with. D'Amico Ryan, Shane Steichen is up there too. Obviously, the Colts didn't make the playoffs, but my coach of the year for 2026 is none other. Also, shout out to Dave Canales. He did an excellent job this season for the Panthers. My coach of the year is none other than Mr. Mike Macdonald from the Seattle Seahawks. I think what he did this season, he's not a first-year head coach, but last year this team won 10 games, missed the playoffs. This year came back with a vengeance. Defense is absolutely insane. Very good defense. Sam Darnold's playing just as good as he did in Minnesota. Jackson Smith-Njigba is having a great year. Probably the best receiver Seattle Seahawks has ever had. The run game's doing well. The offensive line is seeing good improvement. Gray Zabal, the center guard, whatever, he can play both. He's played really well as a rookie for Seattle. Nick Warrior at safety. Devin Witherspoon. This team has played very, very good. Mike Macdonald is a very good coach, and also John Snyder is a very good GM. So Mike Macdonald is my 2026 Coach of the Year. Protector of the Year. I think there's a lot of very good NFL linemen. This is a tougher one to do. Not going to scroll through every one. But some players, my preseason prediction was Deion Dawkins. There's Penei Sewell from Detroit. Aaron Brewer from Miami. He had a good year. No one really talks about him. Let's see here. Quentin Nelson from the Colts. Rashawn Slater, Joel, if they stayed healthy. Um, Trent Williams, obviously, from the San Francisco 49ers. He's had a very good year. Um, Name some candidates. There's obviously a few more that I didn't name. But my protector of the year is none other than Penei Sewell from the Detroit Lions. It's neck and neck, in my opinion, with Trent Williams. But Penei Sewell, I think, at his age, is very good for a tackle. It was very close to pick between those two, but I think Sewell's slightly better. He throws people around like a rag doll pretty easily. Yeah, these two are very good. I just decided Penei Sewell is a little better. Go check out the film. Very fun to watch. Penei Sewell film. Penei Sewell is my protector of the year. Comeback player of the year. There are a good amount of players you could do here. Some quarterbacks, some running backs, some wide receivers, maybe some defenders. But my comeback player of the year is none other than Christian McCaffrey from the San Francisco 49ers. I think he's had a really good year. You could go with a couple players. Dak Prescott's coming back from something. Um, you know, People said Daniel Jones, but you're coming back from being ass, quite literally. I know he got hurt a bit, but Christian McCaffrey, very good player, very good running back. It doesn't matter how old he is. He has been playing very, very good. He's a huge part of the 49ers' success. He was a huge part of the Panthers' success when he was there. Whatever team he's on, whatever locker room he's in, is improved. And Christian McCaffrey is a very good player. He is my 2026 comeback player of the year. All right, moving on to my 2026 defensive rookie of the year. This one was a tough one because I feel like there were a lot of solid defensive rookies this season. I could go through the list here to name some. James Pierce Jr. with Atlanta, he was good. Xavier Washington, Walker, Malachi Starks, I know he was hurt a little bit. Nick Scourton played really well for the Panthers. Mason Graham played good for the Browns. Carson Schwarzenegger was excellent for the Browns. Let's see here. JT had a lot of sacks for Indianapolis. Travis Hunter was hurt, so he was good until he got hurt. Obviously Abdul Carter, G Campbell wasn't bad. Nick Amon-Warrior is another huge one. He had a very good year. But I already made my decision, obviously. My defensive rookie of the year, this player was not even taken in the first round. And I said in my draft video before the season that you guys better look out for this player. He is a steal. And boy, I couldn't have been more right. And that is Carson Schwarzenegger from the Cleveland Browns. He is my defensive rookie of the year. He's had an excellent year for Cleveland. Rookie out of UCLA, first pick of the second round. If I go to, he played 16 games this season. He had 146 tackles, 2.5 sacks. Let's see, where did those tackle? Oh, I didn't mean to pull up film. But Carson Schwarzenegger, a very good football player. He's had a great year. And I think he was one of those underrated prospects entering this season. He's a very good football player. He gets to the ball fast. He's good in coverage. Played a lot of what you call it, obviously linebacker. Also played in the slot bit, a little bit in the corner, defensive tackle. Very good football player. Let's see if I can. Does this show him? We'll show one play of Carson Schwarzenegger. This is some random play. But Carson is my defensive rookie of the year. He's made a huge impact in his first year in Cleveland. He's right here, number 49. Gets off the block, guesses, breaks it, boom. He's just a very good football player. He's a dog. He's a player you want on your football team. Carson Schwarzenegger is my 2026 defensive rookie of the year. All right, moving on to offensive rookie of the year. This one was, to me, a little easy to pick. To the national media, a lot of people are kind of struggling to pick here. But my main candidates are Tedero McMillan. I think he's done a great job in Carolina's offense in his first year, shown potential. Most rookie receiving yards in Carolina Panthers history. Luther Burden also played really well for Chicago. Colson Loveland got a late season rush going. All three of these rookies for the Bears played well. Harold Fannin Jr. I just posted a short about him a minute ago. I said that he was a steal, third round player. He was a steal. He's a beast. And boy, I couldn't have been more right. Harold Fannin Jr. was great this year. Judkins wasn't bad. Um, RJ Harvey obviously became their starter. Isaac Tesla had some good catches. Matthew Golden didn't live up to my expectations. And then let's see, Travis Hunter Jr. was hurt, so couldn't really. Marion Hampton missed a lot of games too, but he was good. Ashton Dempsey, he still put up over 1,000 even though he had a shitty line. Ollie Gordon got a lot of touchdowns in the red zone. Donovan Jackson wasn't bad. Will Campbell was really good. Trayvon Henderson was good. But a lot of good players here. But my NFL 2026 Offensive Rookie of the Year is Tedero McMillan. I think he was the best receiver to come out of this class. He was the best receiver the Panthers have drafted in a while. And he's been really good for us. He has obviously led all rookies in receiving yards and I believe touchdowns. He had 7 of the year, 70 catches, 1,014 yards. Yeah, Cheddar McMillan's a very good player. He played in all 17 games, which is good. If we look at some of his touchdowns here, we can look at one or two. I'll pick one that I think is really good. All right, let's do the one against the Rams. It's one of my favorite plays of the season. 4th and 2. Creates separation. And he's a physical receiver. He uses his hands running his routes. There he is. The DB's holding him practically the whole way, and then he just creates separation, runs up the field, and makes a huge play for Carolina in a big game. Tedero McMillan, great player, great receiver. I think he's going to come down as one of the best, if not the best, receiver the Carolina Panthers ever had by the time he's done playing. Moving on to my 2026 Defensive Player of the Year. This one was the most easiest award to predict. If you don't agree with me, I really don't know if you watched an ounce of football this year. I'm not going to take too long dwelling on this. Respect to all the players who were in pursuit of this award. But I mean, Myles Garrett obviously has to be Defensive Player of the Year. The man had 23 sacks, which is a NFL record. He played all 17 games, 834 snaps, 60 tackles. Let's see here. 23 sacks, like I said. Most in NFL history. Myles Garrett had the greatest season a defensive end has ever had. Like I just said, broke the sack record with 23. Also had 60 tackles. Myles Garrett is undoubtedly the NFL Defensive Player of the Year. That leaves us to the Offensive Player of the Year. There are a lot of good ones, obviously. You know, you have a lot of good receivers, a lot of good running backs. This one was tough. I became between two. I was between Puka Nacua and Jackson Smith-Njigba. Both of those wide receivers have had an excellent year for their team. But if you ask me who deserves Offensive Player of the Year and who's more impactful for their team, I will tell you, I believe it is... That's embarrassing. Okay. It is Jackson Smith-Njigba. He's had an excellent year for Seattle. Leads the league in receiving yards, receiving touchdowns. More than Puka Nacua. Or not touchdowns. He's second behind... No. He's not second. He leads the receivers in receiving yards. And if you think about it, Matthew Stafford has more weapons than Sam Darnold does, in my opinion at least. JSN has had a huge year. He had a lot of yards. Very impactful. He can play in the slot. He can play in the outside. He's made some ridiculous catches. Puka has too. It was very close, but I'm going with Jackson Smith-Njigba as Offensive Player of the Year. Now, MVP. This is the one everybody loves. There were some candidates throughout the season, right? Didn't really know, but I am between two. I am between one of my favorite players in the league, former Tar Heel, Drake May from New England Patriots. And I'm also between a 40-year-old Matthew Stafford. This one was very tough to pick. Both of those quarterbacks had a great year for their teams. You know, Drake May bringing his team on the rise in a new culture, and Matthew Stafford. People didn't even think he was going to start out the year healthy with that back injury he suffered. He didn't even really play in preseason or training camp or anything like that. Both great quarterbacks. This is neck to neck. But if you have to ask me, my NFL 2026 MVP is Matthew Stafford. Leads the league in passing yards, leads the league in passing touchdowns. At his age, like I said, he had a back injury entering this season. There was a chance of him not even playing this year, contemplating retirement, but yet he went out there and had an insane season. I mean, we could just pull up the stats on him. He had an insane year. Let's see. Matthew Stafford, 46 touchdowns, only 8 picks, 109.2 rating. He had an excellent year leading the Rams to the season they had. But these are my NFL awards for 2026 from Sports Talk with Justin. Coach of the Year, I have Mike McDonald. Protector of the Year, I have Penei Sewell. Comeback Player of the Year, I have Christian McCaffrey. Defensive Rookie of the Year, I have Carson Schwarzenegger. Offensive Rookie of the Year, I have Tedaro McMillan. Defensive Player of the Year, I have Myles Garrett. Offensive Player of the Year, I have Jackson Smith-Njigba. And then MVP, I have Matthew Stafford. Comment down below what awards you think somebody should win, who the MVP is, Offensive Rookie of the Year, stuff like that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe. Come back tomorrow for my official 2026 NFL playoffs bracket, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.